Today we are talking about mechanical vibration. It is the motion of particle or a body which oscillate about a position of equilibrium, or simply vibration is to or fro motion about mean position. Now frequency of vibration. The number of cycle per unit time defines the frequency of vibration. The number of cycle per unit time defines the frequency of vibration. And time period of vibration is defined as the time interval required for a system to complete a full cycle of motion is known as a time period of vibration. Amplitude is defined as the maximum displacement of the system from the equilibrium position is the amplitude. Now there are generally 7 types of vibration. They are: first is free vibration, or also known as natural vibration, and second is forced vibration, and third is damped vibration, and four is undamped vibration, fifth is longitudinal vibration, and sixth is transverse vibration, and seventh is torsional vibration. So today we are talking about the free vibration or natural vibration, forced vibration, and damped vibration and undamped vibration. And we know about the longitudinal vibration and transverse vibration. Now free vibration is simply motion maintained by restoring force only. Means free vibration is only due to the restoring force. And forced vibration, when periodic force is applied to the system, the motion is defined as forced vibration. That means the vibration due to applied force is known as a forced vibration. Now we are talking about the damped vibration and undamped vibration. So basically damped vibration is defined as amplitude goes on decreasing with time. That means the vibration in which amplitude goes on decreasing with time. Undamped vibration, the vibration whose amplitude remains constant with time is known as a undamped vibration. So amplitude remains same is called undamped, and the amplitude goes on decreasing with time is known as a damped vibration. And you already know about the undamped vibration, cause in class 11 and 12 you already study about this undamped vibration. And you also study about LC circuit and LCR circuit. So in this two circuit which is damped and which is undamped, comment below. Now we are talking about the spring which is in parallel or series. So first is spring is in parallel. In this figure 3 types of spring is used, and the spring constant of first is K1, second is K2, and third is K3. And this del is a deflection of this spring, and this P is a load. That means the spring is attached to the load P, and this spring are in parallel. So del is equal to del 1 is equal to del 2 is equal to del 3. That means deflection for this all spring are same. And in case of the force P is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus that means the force is distribute here. This is P1, this is P2, and this is P3. So when a number of spring is used, then force is distribute. So we simply say P is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus and terms, and del is del 1 is equal to del 2 is equal to del 3 is equal to del T, and the K equivalent is equal to, this is in parallel, so K1 plus K2 plus K3 And in case of series, here is the figure of spring which is attached to the load P, and there are 3 spring which spring constant is K1, K2, and K3. They are in series. Since spring are connected in series, so load distribution is same. That means P is equal to P1 is equal to P2 is equal to P3, and so on. And in case of total deflection, deflection is given by summation of deflection. That means if del is a total deflection, then del 1 plus del 2 plus del 3 plus dot 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 or so on. So in this case, in this, from this figure, p is equal to p1 is equal to p2 plus p2 is equal to p3, and del is equal to del 1 plus del 2 plus del 3. So k equivalent is given by 1 by k equivalent is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2 plus 1 by k3. Since this is in series, so this is same as you study in circuit. Now here is the possible question. First question is this two spring is in parallel and third spring is in series. So for that, simply we find the k equivalent of spring 1 and spring, and then this k equivalent of 1 and 2 is in series with k3. Now by this way we calculate the equivalent of equivalent spring constant of this figure. So simply there is a first k equivalent of 1 2 is equal to k1 plus k2, cause spring 1 and 2 are in parallel, and then k equivalent is 1 by k equivalent is equal to 1 by k equivalent of 1 2 plus 1 by k3. So cause k1 and k3 are k1 2 and k3 are in series. Now another possible question is, here is the k1 and k2 is parallel, and there is a body whose mass is m, and again k3 is connected with this body. So this is simply given by this is body, this is cause this will be the fixed point. So the three spring are in parallel. So simply k equivalent is equal to k1 plus k2 plus k3. Now here is one example of this type question. First, going to the numerical, we have to know some important formula to solve this question. The first formula is omega is equal to under root k by m, where omega is a angular velocity and m is a mass and k is a spring constant. And we know omega is equal to 2 pi f, where f is a frequency, and also time period t is equal to 2 pi by omega, and frequency f is given by omega by 2 pi. That means 1 by 2 pi root under k by m. This is the most important formula. And also t is equal to 2 pi by omega, that means 2 pi root under m by k. So this is the most important. And force of spring is given by k into deflection, that is f is equal to kx. You know about that. So we use p term p as a force, and k is a spring constant, and del is a deflection. So we can say p is equal to k del. So del, that means deflection, is given by p by k. The maximum velocity Vmax is given by x omega, where xm is amplitude, that is maximum displacement. So simply maximum velocity is a omega. You already know about this is in physics. And also maximum acceleration is given by a omega square, or simply xm omega square, where xm is maximum displacement, that means amplitude. So these are the some formula which are really important for numerical problem. So now we are going to solve some numerical problem. So first one is a 75 kg block moves between vertical guides. The block is 50 mm down and released. Determine the period, frequency, vibration, maximum velocity, and maximum acceleration. So in this case, spring 1 and spring 2 are in parallel, and spring the equivalent of spring 1 and 2 is in series with this spring third. So first k 1 2, that is k equivalent of spring 1 and 2 is equal to they are in, so simply k1 plus k2. So this is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 kilonewton per meter. And uh, now if I draw the figure, then this figure becomes this. So this is k12, that is the equivalent of 1 and 2, and this is k3. So they are in series. So 1 by k equivalent is equal to 1 by k12 plus 1 by k3. So 1 by k equivalent is equal to 1 by k12 is 5 plus 1 by k3 is 2. So this implies 1 by k equivalent is equal to 2 plus 5 by 10, and this implies k equivalent is equal to 10 by 7 kilonewton per meter. So we get k equivalent is equal to 10 by 7 kilonewton per meter, and we know P is equal to k equivalent into del, where del is a total deflection. So total deflection del is given by P by k equivalent 75 kg. So 75 into 9.81 upon k equivalent is 10 by 7 kilonewton per meter. So 10 by 7 into 10 to the power 3. So this implies del is equal to 75 into 9.81 into 7 by 10000. So this is 75 into 9.81 into 7 divided by 10000. So this is 0.715025 meter. So we calculate the deflection. Now we have to find the time period, frequency, maximum velocity, and maximum acceleration. For that, first omega. So omega is under root k by m. So k is k equivalent. So k equivalent is 10 by 7 into 10 to the power 3 upon mass is 75. So this is so this is 4.36 rad per second. So we get omega is equal to 4.36 rad per second. Now time period t is equal to 2 pi by omega. So 2 pi upon 4.36, this is 2/6 pi divided by 4.36. This is 1.441 second, and the frequency is given by omega by 2 pi. So this is omega is 4.36 divided by 2 pi. So this is 4.36 divided by 2 pi. So this is 0.6939 per second, or simply hertz. We have to find the maximum velocity. Maximum velocity, that is B max, and we know B max is a omega, and a omega is already given, that is for 50 mm. So this is 50 into 10 to the power minus 3 into omega is 4.36. So this gonna be 50 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 4.36. So this is 0.218 meter per second, and a max, that is acceleration, maximum acceleration is given by a omega square. So a is 50 into 10 to the power minus 3 into, this is 4.36 square. So this is 0.95048 meter per second square. So this is the required answer for this question. So that's the method to solve this question.